Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the In Demand Hairstylist Podcast. I am, as always, so excited to be here with you today. And today I have a topic that I'm excited to talk about because I truly do feel like this can simplify the way that you brand and market yourself in the salon without having to spend countless hours on Instagram and social media promoting yourself. And so I'm really excited to dive into this today with you. But before I do that, I just want to share with you guys, I don't know if you've heard or not, but I do have a membership site. It's called the In Demand Hairstylist Live membership. And it's $7 a month, you guys. And if you enjoy these podcast episodes, you'll definitely want to join because you get first access to every single podcast episode. In addition, you will get access to exclusive interviews that are not posted anywhere else, and you will get digital downloads each month. So if you just need motivation, if you need something to kind of get you going throughout the month, to stay inspired, to stay motivated, to have that extra layer of support, to just keep you going and growing in your business, you'll want to join. Literally, it's $7 a month. Join, let's stay connected, and you'll get VIP access to everything In Demand Hairstylist. So you can hop on over there. I'll put it in the show notes. But let's dive into today's topic. So today we're going to be talking, I'm going to give you 3 tips to simplify marketing and promoting yourself. Okay, so I know that I spent 20 years almost as a hairstylist behind the chair. I grew my clientele in the last recession. And so what I can tell you is that back then we didn't have social media. We didn't have all of the marketing, branding platforms that we have now. And I was able to build a very lucrative and busy schedule in the salon without any of those things. And so today I want to just share with you guys some ideas of how you can possibly use these platforms, but how you can also go a different direction with the way that you market and brand yourself. Because what I know for sure, especially with building an online business now, is that social media can take up a lot of time. And I feel like there's this pressure that that's the outlet that we have to use in order to build our business. And I don't necessarily think that's true for hairstylists and salon owners. So hear me out. 3 tips to simplify marketing and promoting yourself. So first and foremost, anytime, I don't care if you're getting 1 new client a month. If you only have 1 new client, you should be doing this. If you have 5 new clients a week, you should be doing this. 1 is know where your current referrals are coming from. If you're not asking new clients who come to see you where they heard about you, you're losing valuable information. Knowing where clients find you is so crucial to know where you should spend your time. So for example, if somebody comes to see you, you have a new client in your chair, and they say to you, I heard about you through Google. I just Googled best salons, or I Googled, best hairstylist in Pittsburgh or wherever you're at, and your name popped up. Then you know that Google is a credible source for you to be gaining referrals from. If you have another client then that comes in and they're like, oh, I found you on Google, then that's your feedback. Google is the place that most of your referrals are coming from. If you have another client who says, oh, Jody referred me, then you know that that referral came from one of your current clients, and that's where you should be spending your time. So getting this information is so crucial. So I would say if you have a new client in your chair, you should always be asking them, how did you hear about me? How did you hear about our salon? And get that information so that you know where to spend your time. And that leads me to my second tip for you is 2, focus your time and energy on that referral source. So why is this important? This is important because we're told and we hear that we should be on Instagram. We should be posting this many times a day. We see other stylists who look successful and are using Instagram to post all of their pictures. They have tons of followers. And so we feel like that's the way we have to operate in order to build our business, in order to make more money behind the chair, in order to attract new clients and new referrals. But in reality, that's not where our clients are coming from. Now, maybe it is. There are certain services, I think, and certain demographics and certain areas where maybe Instagram is your main source of referrals. And if it is, then great. Now you know that. But in my experience, truly in my experience, that's not where the main source of your referrals and your new clients are going to be coming from. So focus your time and energy on the place that your referrals are coming from. So let's just use the first example. You have clients who are coming in and they're saying, I found you on Google. I found best salon in the area and your salon came up and then I came to see you. You'll know that Google is your main source of reviews for the area that you're in. So what would I be doing in that case? I personally would be asking every single one of my clients, especially if they're happy with their hair, to leave me a review on Google. Why? Because I know that I'm gaining new clients from Google. And when I gain new clients from Google or any other referral source, when I have new clients in my chair, I know that my business is growing. I know that my business is thriving. And I know that I have a paycheck. I know that I have money in the bank. I know that I have a source of income when I have clients sitting in my chair. So we need to know where our clients are coming from. Where are these new clients coming from? When they tell you, then you should automatically know this is where I need to be spending my time and energy. So if it's Google, ask for Google reviews. If it's client referrals, I would be like, okay, great. My current referral program is working great. Or maybe you're getting client referrals and you don't even have a referral program. And this might be a good time to be like, wow, my clients are really referring a lot of people to me. So it's time for me to put a referral program in place. And that can look like whatever you want it to look like. There's no like cookie cutter way to do referrals, but putting something in place to reward your clients and to intrigue the new client to come in is a really great way to build your business. And again, if you're getting new clients from client referrals, you know that that lead source, that referral source works for you. So why would you not like spend your time and energy on asking your clients, hey, if you know somebody who's looking, if you have a friend, if you have, family that are looking for a new stylist, I would love to see them. I'm always looking for new great clients. Right now, I'm focusing on color. If you know anybody that's looking to switch stylists, or if you know anybody who's been looking for a salon, I would love for you to send them my way. I do have a referral program too that I can share with you before you leave today. And then, talk to them. You guys, this is me talking, but you talk how you talk. So if that's my main lead source, that's where I'm going to spend my time and energy. It doesn't make sense that if most of your lead sources are coming from Google, that you turn around and focus all of your time and energy on Instagram. That just doesn't make sense. Like, why would you do that just because everybody's doing it? I mean, at the end of the day, success happens truly. Success and fulfillment happens when you have clients in your chair, when you're actually doing your job, when you're actually getting to do hair, when you're actually getting to work with clients, and when you actually have money in your bank account. That's what true success is. So you can have this amazing Instagram account and have tons of followers, but if you don't have a steady flow of clients and you don't have income coming in on a regular basis where you're not always scraping the bottom, then what you're doing isn't currently working. You need to focus on your time and energy on where your clients are actually coming from, not where people say that they're coming from. So focus your time and energy on that particular referral source. And then the third piece of advice that I would give you is only focus on 1 to 2 referral sources. So don't try and do everything, is what I'm saying. It can be extremely overwhelming when you try to do it all. So, what I would say is first and foremost, the number one, you may disagree, you may hear other people say different things. My experience in building a almost 7-figure salon and selling it for multiple 6 figures, growing 13 stylists within my team, growing myself, retiring myself from behind the chair. What I will tell you is that the number one source of referrals and new clients is always going to be the current clients that you have that are in your chair paying you money that already know, like, and trust you. That's your number one referral source. So you should be spending your time and energy asking your clients for referrals. Like, you can't be embarrassed about it. Business cards are not dead. I think there's lots of ways that you can uh, ask your clients, and there's different ways of doing it. But like at the end of the day, if you have a business card and you have clients, like hand them a business card. Like if you have a more automated way of doing it, great, that's wonderful. But work with what you have. Work with what you have. I never had automated things. I didn't have a QR code that you could scan. Back in the day, it was literally word of mouth. Now there are ways to kind of work around that. But what I'm saying is that the source is the same. The clients that are already paying you that know, like, and trust you. So number one, every single stylist, every single salon owner should 110% be utilizing the clients that already know, like, and trust you and are paying you for your services. And then the second thing I would say is choose then one more way, one more referral source that you want to invest your time and energy in. And that source should be where you have gained like a client or 2 or 3 from. Again, knowing where your clients are coming from, focus on that particular lead source. So again, for example, Google, make that be your second place that you spend a little bit of time and energy. Talk to your clients about, say, hey, if you know anybody that's looking, I'm always looking for great clients. Also, if you loved your service today, I would love for you to just take a second, leave me a review on Google. That's how most people find me. And I would just be so grateful for that. If you want to, and it's not necessary, you can go a step further and offer your clients a reward or something for leaving you a 5-star review. Maybe it's a complimentary upgrade. Maybe it's, some sort of bonus that they get within the salon. I don't think it's necessary. People actually, you would be surprised, love to share their experience. And if you ask them, they're more than happy to do it, especially if they're right there in the salon, especially if they're like waiting while their color is processing. That's a great time. Like they're on their phone anyways. So I would talk to them about it before their color starts processing. Be like, hey, like you've been a client of mine for a while. I'm in the process of really like rebuilding my clientele. And I would love, like most people are finding me on Google. If you wouldn't mind taking a second, leaving me a review, I'd be so, so grateful. Like they'll do it for you. No problem. So just a couple of ideas for you guys. If you're thinking, okay, so the number one source is the clients who are already in my chair. I'm going to start asking for referrals. I'm going to start handing out my cards. I'm going to work on a referral program. Okay, I'm going to do that. But what else am I supposed to be doing? And I'm going to give you guys just a few ideas of maybe that second lead source that you can start working on. Obviously, Instagram. Like if that's a place, I see this more for extension clients. If you're a specialty kind of service, especially if you're serving a clientele that's in that demographic in their 20s to 30s, they're on Instagram and they're looking. It's almost like they're Google, right? So if that's your demographic and that's your ideal client, then maybe Instagram might be a good place for you to be posting and spending some time. If you're doing that, don't do it for ego and for clout. Be posting for your client, right? Post your work, post before and afters, give value. Same thing, Facebook. I actually personally, if I were building a clientele again, even if I was in the 20s and 30s demographic, I would be utilizing Facebook so much more. It's like an underutilized tool, I think. People think Facebook is dead, but I personally think that for building a clientele, it's really useful because there's a lot of local groups. So, for example, like in my area, there are tons of little local groups like Denver local um community pages and stuff like that. I mean, those are great places to go on and introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Kristen, and I'm a local hairstylist in the area. I'm a blonding specialist, and I love hair cutting. I've been in the industry for this long. I would love to have you sit in my chair. That's going to be a lot more effective than just like randomly talking to people who live all over the country. Like, I want to talk to people who are in my backyard, who can actually be a client of mine. Facebook is going to be the place where I do that. You can also utilize Instagram in a lot of different ways. I talk about that in a previous episode. YouTube is also another way. Again, wouldn't be my way of building a clientele, but you can, those of you who are creative and want to use YouTube, you could definitely do that. Tutorials. Cross promotion is definitely huge. So you could be asking your current clients who know, like, and trust you, but then maybe you team up with somebody who is a massage therapist in your area, a therapist in your area. There's actually a boutique in my area who's teaming up with like a therapist, and they're doing like a little inspirational motivational line of like jewelry, and they're teaming up together for that. So that's cool. So cross promoting with other businesses is actually a really great way of attracting new clients into your chair. In salon events are always great. It's a great way to attract people into the salon that maybe typically wouldn't come in or aren't normal clients. And that's an opportunity to get to talk to them and connect with them and introduce yourself to them. And maybe someday they'll be a potential client. Same thing with community events. That could be anything, right? Like anything that your community has on. Like the old town that I used to live in would have like market nights where there would be a bunch of like artists and like local vendors and things like that. That would be a great place to be promoting yourself. And then the last piece is just networking groups. That's another really great place that if you are feeling like you're struggling or you're rebuilding your clientele and you're just looking for new clients, which honestly, you guys should always, always, always be looking for new clients. If you're overbooked and overworked, that's a whole nother story. You probably have some kinks that you need to work out, whether that's with your scheduling, your pricing, but you should always be attracting new clients, because the reality of it is you're going to lose a percentage of your clientele every single year, just because like people drop off, they go to new stylists, they move, they die, they just decide they don't want to come to you anymore. Like you're going to lose clients every single year. So it's always a good idea to be building your business always, always, always. As long as you continue to want to be working behind the chair, you should be building your business and attracting new clients. So that's what I have for you guys today. It's pretty simple. What my goal of today was to really simplify it for you, that it's not challenging. It's finding out where your leads, your new clients are actually coming from, and spending your time and energy on utilizing that lead source more. That's pretty much it. And then the last thing I want you to walk away with is the number one lead source, which is the people who already know, like, and trust you. So I hope that this was helpful for you guys. Again, if you enjoy these podcast episodes, click the link in the bio, or not my bio, this isn't Instagram. Click the link in the show notes, and that'll take you to the In-Demand Hairstylist Live membership. I would love to see you over there. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening.